What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we are at my work. Figured I would show you my work toolbox setup. Some of you know I am a BMW mechanic for a living. This YouTube thing is just a hobby. If you look back in some of my previous videos, I had my giant green Cornwall Tools toolbox. Well, I've changed things up a bit. I wanted something that when I was working on the lifts, I could wheel the tools I use up to wherever it is that I'm working. So I bought this Matco Tools Jamestown service cart in copper vein, they call this finish. It's shiny, but it's textured. But I love this little box. So first off is the finish. Super durable. I've had this thing a year. I've bounced stuff off of it. There's a couple little nicks and chips in the handles, but the paint itself has not chipped off. Now, one of the big features of this cart is how deep it is down here where your pry bars go. So you can have the pry bars in there and close and lock the lid. Now I have my metric sockets, my torque wrench and stuff up here, but then most of the top is open so I can set tools that I'm working with and bolts for the car that I'm working on this little magnetic mat. And they're all up here in the top. Kind of gives me a workspace to work. And then pry bars, long screwdrivers along the edges. I got this screwdriver holder from Harbor Freight. It was 20 bucks. Pretty durable for 20 bucks. This has been here a year or two. Nothing's broke. Holds the screwdrivers. Close the lid, move it around, open the lid, they haven't fallen off, which is pretty impressive. So then as far as things go, extensions, ratchets, rest of my sockets are in this drawer. Wrenches in this drawer. This drawer's a little bit less organized, but bigger wrenches, hood prop, torque wrenches, impact driver set, stuff for plugging tires. This drawer's hammers and blow guns and all of my electric tools I use. I used to use Snap-on, but I went to Milwaukee. They don't break as often. Still got some Snap-on though. This is Snap-on 1/4-inch drive. Oh, this screwdriver's Snap-on as well. In this drawer we got pliers, which not very organized. Got my voltmeter, terminal tool kits, butane torches, stuff like that. Bottom drawers, you know, various tools, jump pack, thermal imager, my fuel injection pressure kit down there, extractor set, flaring tool, my cylinder leak down tester. This is an electric soldering kit. Obviously there's a bunch more room in this bottom drawer. Like I said, I try to put stuff I use all the time in this. The other thing I like about this, it's just detents. There's no lever you have to pull or anything like that to open the drawers. It just has detents that hold it closed. Like I said, I use this thing every day. If I have a car that's dead out in the parking lot that needs a starter, on 6-cylinder BMWs you pull the intake manifold, so I can wheel this out in the parking lot, do the job out there. It's kind of nice. So after purchasing this, I no longer needed a giant toolbox. If you look back, you can see that video of the 84-inch Cornwall Tools box that I had. So I decided to downsize my main toolbox, and I went with this. It's a Snap-on Master Series. It is in supersonic blue with orange trim. It's got the stainless top, and I have stuff I don't use regularly in here. Obviously my diagnostic head and my tire pressure gauge I use a lot, but like cooling system pressure tester, These are electrical testers, you know, standard size sockets. This drawer's, you know, drill bits, extractors, stuff like that. And this drawer is kind of cool. It's a speed drawer. You can lay these out any way you want. It comes with all these dividers. This is just how I have mine set up right now. So I can have cubbies for everything that's like. So screws, light bulbs, stuff like that. And the rest of this is kind of overflow. More pliers and stuff. This is just a catch-all. This drawer's aerosols and whatnot. And this one is your power drawer. So you can have your chargers in here. It's got the power strip. Obviously these are the tools I don't use very often. They're just kind of set in here. I need to go through this, make it a little nicer. And you know, this drawer's got e-gun, whatnot in it. It's got the drawer that you can write on if you want to. And then I bought a locker to go with it. My other box had the riser you can pull down on top. But I went with the locker. This has 4 pull-out drawers in it. So you can put some stuff in here. See, I got my bore scope in here too. Extra bolts and nuts. And I keep fluids and various other things. Empty pop bottles, I gotta take those home. In here, and then the drawer or the door come with these 2 holders for cans. Yeah, you can keep all your stuff locked up in here. So I like that. I really like the color combo too. And then I got my Snap-on fridge up there. And then I got this welding cart from Snap-on. This is actually going to go home because I need the welder to work on the pace car. So I ordered a work center to go there that's the same color as this. So when I get that, I'll do a video on that too. But yeah, this I need because I need my nice welder at home to start welding the frame on the pace car Fiero. So yeah, like I said, I've had this cart about a year. I think I've had the Toolbox 6 months maybe. But I'm happy with this setup. I really love this thing. Literally everything I use all day is in this. So if I'm doing brakes on the back of a car, I can throw my parts in the top of it and wheel over to where I'm working and not have to walk back and forth to the bench or stack tools along the lift arm. And it's a lot nicer. Works out a lot better. And it sits over here next to the toolbox. Then I have my undercar stand and I have my engine support. Got my jack, underhood light. So I have some stuff here. I got a lot of stuff at home in the home shop as well, so. But yeah, that's what I use every day as a BMW technician. And some of you may say, why didn't you get a Harbor Freight cart? Because they have those US General 5-drawer carts, which I have one of those at home. The biggest problem with them here at work is they're not quite as big as this. So you can't fit quite as much in them. And then over here, the pry bar holder side. These screwdrivers right here would barely fit on the US General cart and have the lid closed. I could not fit my larger pry bars. So I had to find somewhere else to put those when I had that US General cart here, where this is nice and deep. So you can fit really tall pry bars. I mean, obviously this one is super tall and it still clears and lid closes. and I really love the durability of this finish and how it looks. So if you're a mechanic and you want a really nice tool cart, I would recommend the Matco Jamestown tool cart. They come in other colors. They don't just, you can get them shiny. They have a couple other vein colors, I think a silver vein and a black vein. I went with this color right when it came out. But if I had this to do over again, I would buy one of these to start, and probably just a second one if I ended up needing more space, and go with that. I think I paid about $2,000 for this thing, which sounds like a lot, but really for a name brand tool cart isn't that bad, and it's really well built. So yeah, that's my at-work setup. So yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. The next video we're going to do is going to be the brake upgrade on the wide body Furo, which there's a whole bunch of videos on doing the engine swap and stuff in that car, so check those out if you want to. And then we got another project coming into the shop, and I'm sure we have a bunch of other stuff to do. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys later.